Time now for campus craziness. There's an inexhaustible supply of that. Do you remember Brett Weinstein? He's the professor at Evergreen College who sparked massive protests because he refused to leave campus when ordered to because he was the wrong skin color. A principled man, progressive, by the way. But that's not his only offense. A new article in the Huffington Post says his colleagues at Evergreen are asking another question. Quote, is speaking with Tucker Carlson a punishable offense? Well, for many, the answer is yes. At least 4 faculty have accused Weinstein of, quote, endangering students by appearing on this show. Cabot Phillips is media director for campusreform.org. He follows this stuff for a living. That's why his hands twitch. And he joins us now. So, Cabot, apparently voicing your opinions, and he voiced no right-wing opinions. Like, he's not right-wing. He's a progressive. On this show, in the wrong outlet, is now a thought crime.
Let's be honest about why they're so angry about this. It's not because he went on a TV show. It's because he went on your TV show. And why do you have to come on your TV show in the first place? Because the rest of the mainstream media was completely quiet on this issue. He realized your show is the only one willing to actually shine a light on this. So the only way he could get his voice out to a national audience was coming on your show. And now they're accusing him of endangering the safety of students on campus. These are his colleagues. And I didn't see them too concerned about the safety of students when there were mobs going through campus with baseball bats and tasers threatening conservative students. But apparently just the presence of you and him in the same room talking about this issue is endangering students on campus.
The funny thing is, though, I wasn't trying to change his mind on abortion or food stamps or anything. I was merely agreeing with him that free expression is important. And I thought that was a core liberal value, but I guess it's not.
You would think they'd be applauding him for taking his progressive ideas outside of the bubble of academia and coming on a network where, maybe there aren't as many progressives watching. You'd think they would applaud that kind of thing, him getting outside of his own bubble. But no, and we see that this is a real problem. This is a taxpayer-funded institution we're talking about, too. I think if more people understood what taxpayer money was going towards, they'd be a little bit more concerned about this. And the school is trying to cover it up, okay? The administration wanted no part of this getting into the news. They're throwing their hands up. Everything's fine here. Nothing to see here. And then when people started to see it, they freaked out. And actually, the president came out this week and admitted that they have seen a noticeable decrease in the number of students applying to Evergreen College.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's market forces that will fix this. And parents need to stop being passive and don't send your kids to a school that's going to hurt them. So whenever you see some outburst like this on a campus, a riot or a demonstration, the administration almost always responds by saying, we're going to hire more diversity officers, more administrators who are going to focus on diversity, whatever that means. You looked into this pretty carefully at Campus Reform and found that this is a pretty high-paying gig.
Yeah, we did a study. We looked at the top 50 diversity officials at the top 50 schools in America. We found on average, the average diversity officer, which is basically a PC police in other terms, is making $175,000 a year. The highest one making over $300,000 a year at UVA here in our state of in Charlottesville. And we found that average salary, $175,000, that's 3 times the pay of the average police officer in America. And for everyone wondering why are colleges so expensive these days, it's because we're hiring all these administrators that no one actually knows what the purpose of them on campus is, but these are just the head honchos that are making 6 figures, well into 6 figures. The lowest one we found was still over $80,000. That's what schools are spending money on these days.
And the saddest thing is, I mean, it's not an academic discipline. It's not like that's enhancing the knowledge that your kids are acquiring in school. Kevin Phillips, thanks a lot for spending all the time keeping up with this stuff. It would give me a migraine.
Absolutely.
You're a brave man. Up next, a Democratic congressman says now is the time to boot the president from office, and he means it so much he's introduced articles of impeachment to do just that. The congressman will be here on the set to tell us the high crimes and misdemeanors he's uncovered. Stay tuned.